so fresh, so vibrant.
Yes, beautiful skin.
Thank
perfect.
you.
We're just thrilled. We're thrilled for you and all of your success.
Thank
we
you
really
so
are.
much. I appreciate it.
And we loved your performance at the Oscars.
Thank you.
Sang up a storm.
I did.
Were
I
you nervous at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I was very nervous.
Well, I was watching you, wondering if you were. You didn't show any signs at all.
Oh, you didn't see me about 2 minutes before. That's
yeah.
when the whole panic started.
So they call you initially and they say, will you perform at the Academy Awards? And I'm sure your initial reaction is, of course, I'd be thrilled.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
honored. And then the terror must sort of slowly build up as
Exactly.
time goes on.
It does. I was so, of course, I was like, yeah, of course, what a great experience. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, oh no, what have I gotten myself into?
But it's the song that you did
Yes.
here in Central Park, right?
No, I did the song where I talked to the animals
Oh,
about
that's right.
cleaning the apartment. But like, could it have any more words, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was nervous.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Amy? All of a sudden, your career has blossomed. Don't you feel it?
I'm busier, but
Yeah.
I'm really good. I'm really well. I'm having a good time.
And then last year you were an Academy Award nominee. So what's the difference between going to the Academy Awards as a nominee versus, you know, a bona fide star?
Oh well, I'm like, I'm like a star. I don't know. Going as a nominee, it's a much more surreal experience because it was sort of my first big foray out into that kind of thing. So that was really surreal and fun. But it was more fun to go this year and kind of have that pressure off. Although I did have to sing.
Sure. So how did it all start for you, anyway?
I started actually as a dancer, and then I started doing theater. I did dinner theater, which was
Where?
In Colorado and then in Minnesota. Yeah.
And that's where you were discovered for the Drop Dead Gorgeous
Yeah,
movie.
I actually shot Drop Dead Gorgeous in Minnesota.
That
They
movie.
came to make that movie there in
They
that
came-
location?
yeah, and
they
they-
needed somebody, Drop
They
Dead
needed,
Gorgeous?
they wanted some girls from the area to give it a very authentic feel, so.
So did you audition or did they come to dinner theater?
No, I auditioned. I'm like talent scouting.
There's talent scouts in the audience
Yes.
tonight.
Oh gosh, that would have, oof.
And how long ago was that?
That was 9 years. I've been in
9
LA for 9 years.
See?
Yeah.
You always think somebody just all of a sudden,
All of a
overnight,
sudden.
baloney. It's 9
Right.
years of
9
work.
years, yeah.
Absolutely. And now you got 2 movies back to back with Meryl Streep. Now, what was it like the first time you were told that you're going to work with Meryl Streep?
Sort of like when you're told you're singing at the Oscars. Oh, that's great. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And then you actually
then-
have to think about it, and it's terrifying. But she's so nice. I mean, she's so lovely, and you know, she made me feel very comfortable immediately. But
Is there anything you've learned from her? I mean, she's, you know, obviously you must have loved her for so many years, but did
Yeah.
you learn anything being up close in person and working with her?
you know, I really, there were times when I would be doing a scene and I'd have to remind myself to get back in character because I would just be like, I'm acting with, it was overwhelming.
Right, sure.
But most of what I learned from her and what I tend to learn from these wonderful women that I've been able to work with is just an amazing amount of professionalism and work ethic that I don't think you know, is celebrated as much, unfortunately, anymore.
Sure.
But there's a reason they're where they are. And you know, she's a really hard worker and such a professional, and you know, so
And
that's
that movie
what I
that you're
took
working
from
with her is, what is it, Julia and Julia?
Julie and Julia.
And that is the story of?
Julie Powell cooks her way through Mastering the Art of French Cooking by Julia Child, and so it sort of flashes between me doing cooking through that cookbook in a year and blogging about it, and Meryl Streep playing Julia Child writing the cookbook.
And it's being shot right here in New York right now.
Yes, we're shooting it in New York.
Absolutely. We'll come back with Amy Adams in just a minute. Amy Adams, Academy Award nominee. So when you didn't win the Oscar, you know, was that hurtful?
No, I was relieved.
Right.
I really was. If you look at the footage, I finally got the courage up to watch it not too long ago, and I really look relieved. I'm the only person in the history of the Oscars that has a wash of relief. Yeah, I was terrified to get up there and talk in front of everybody.
Well,
And
that is
I thought that Rachel was going to win, so I hadn't planned anything, and so I was actually very happy for her.
But now a real challenge, you're hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend.
Yes.
Everybody.
You know, when they all hosted it, they were very nervous.
Everybody began trembling at once in the audience.
No, I was looking
No,
forward
it's
to
gonna be
it.
fun.
Oh, it's great fun. It's really great
Yeah,
fun.
no, I'm excited.
Sure.
And did you go there and meet everybody already?
I met everyone last night, and they were all really lovely and funny and
Are they doing
brilliant.
a takeoff on Enchanted?
I don't know. We don't know what we're
you
going to
don't-
do yet.
yeah.
I'm going to
Tonight you'll read all
discover
the
it tonight.
scripts and
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about your new movie, Miss Pettigrew.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, I play Delicia LaFosse, who is, yes,
I love
that's
the
not a
name.
made-up name. Delicia LaFosse, who is an actress wannabe, sort of working in London. She's an American actress working in London in 1939. So it's a period piece. It's a lot of fun, and I work with Frances McDormand, and I mistake her for a social secretary, and we go on a great adventure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you are pursued by at least 3 men in the movie.
Yes.
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 Is
Who
that
are
how
the
it is?
men?
Is that how it is in real life?
No.
Are you sure,
The last
Amy?
time I was that popular was like 5th grade. I was really, that was my year. I was really big in 5th grade.
Well, she's a wonderful actress too, right?
Isn't she? She's wonderful,
she's terrific.
Frances.
So now you're on location shooting this thing, right? And must have been fascinating.
Oh, it was awesome.
In London.
In London, we shot, I think the clip that you guys are going to show is shot in front of the Savoy, and all they had to do is change the storefronts because it still is
The same.
intact. It's the same, and it is so gorgeous. It was just so wonderful. It's like stepping back in time.
Sure,
It was
I'll bet.
a real dream.
Excuse me. Anyway, your character runs through the film credits with her social secretary.
Yes.
Let's take a look at this in action. She's a character.
She's a character,
She's
yes.
a character. What's her name again?
Delicia LaFosse.
Ooh,
Yes.
Delicia LaFosse.
From now on, call me Delicia, honey.
Wish I had a good reason to, but anyway. Anyway, Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day opens on Friday. Amy, thank you very much, honey.
So great to see you.
Alicia and I will be back with Ivanka Trump in just a moment. Good luck on Saturday night.